I knows. I knows. Whatever will we do?
That
What
was
a
lucky.
Great time to come in live. Hello, welcome to maybe the end. Maybe it will go one more night. Who knows? But it's Hallowed Penumbra anyway, with our wonderful, intrepid investigators who have learnt some interesting information, which we will get to. First, I'd like them to introduce themselves. Who would like to go first? I love watching you guys throw each other under the bus. It's fantastic.
I'm rolling. I rolled 50. I rolled a 58.
Oh shit! Hang on.
All
I
right,
thought the rollies was for recap. I didn't
Not
want to
anymore.
die.
Andy started something. 46.
It's for everything now.
Oh
It's
God, I rolled an
everything.
87.
Okay, so Katrina will go last and she will be doing the recap. Simply because Cass isn't here, so she can't.
I can't. Hey. I'll go
Hey,
first
we
because I haven't
partially
rolled
recapped
anything.
you.
I haven't rolled anything because I am Cass, the underprepared, and I have no dice as yet. So, I'm Cass or Shadowmere, and I am playing Evie Ward, and that's probably all you need to know. Other than I'll be being underprepared probably on Saturday night. In Radiant Shadows on the Meeples and Dragons channel. So come if you like to support people that are underprepared and struggling to keep up with life.
It's like giving morale to the underdog. It's great. Okay, which one rolled the lowest out of our other two wonderful?
I rolled a 46.
You were in the 50s, like 58.
Yeah, I'll go. It's okay. I'm Andy or Andy SPGs. You can find me on many things across the internet in its various forms. I'm going to be playing Finley tonight, who I think finally got to just drive a whole bunch on the session that I wasn't here. So maybe I'll be channeling some good energy. My dice rolls off screen have been terrible, so I'm going to let everyone else do the top. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to try my best and try and wrap my head around what the heck is going on.
Just remember the mantra, failure equals fun.
Ugh.
And a tick on my character sheet if I fail bad enough.
Yeah. And do we still have permission to pimp your character out for the story if required?
Absolutely. Any given circumstance.
Only if it progresses the story forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just end up doing it.
There's no
Okay,
skill
anyway.
check for that. It's fine.
No.
Yeah,
Yay!
if Andy is not here, just fade Finn to black, and you can just say he was off doing whatever. It's fine.
He had a very good time. Everything was consensual. It was fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Piggles, would you like to tell us who you're playing and where we can find you?
Yeah, hi gang. I'm Piggles or Piggalek. You can find me here and on Instagram, occasionally drawing shit and to be honest, taking a lot of photos of my cats because they're real fucking cute, and occasionally doing various charity bits and bobs here and around. I am playing Eliza Elworth, a poor. Yeah, being the queen of clippage actually was how I spent my last weekend for Split the Parties charity weekend. I was just sitting in there being like, clip, 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 stop being funny, you bastards, I can't clip this fast. Was how I spent most of my weekend. But I'm playing Eliza Elworth, a British expat in this lovely world who has nearly died, whose sanity is getting affected quite regularly, but she's, I'm here for a fun time. Eliza, I don't know, maybe he's not here for a long time, who knows.
Is any of them really here for a long time?
Nah, the Eldritch Horrors will get us, absolutely.
And last but definitely not least, given they're doing the recap as well, Bionic, would you like to tell us who you're playing?
God. Yes. I'm playing Bonnie Doyle. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. What am I saying about the character? Bonnie Doyle has got her shit together in the last several games, and she is actively listening and will be doing so this game. You want a recap, do you? Okay, here are the notes I have, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let's recap from the beginning.
From the beginning. Oh, okay.
Wealthy
Oh
family.
God.
They
No.
want us to chase the son. The son is getting caught up with a Hungarian family who claim to be wealthy, but the family of the boy suspect that they're probably trying to get money to go back home. We turn up at a party uninvited. We break into this party. There is a death of the young boy, and the girl of this Hungarian family has launched herself out a window. And then there's some weird, gooey, stringly, like milky, silky stuff on the upstairs bedroom door. Okay, we think that that's a bit sus. We spend some time stalking the house and going through their bins. We try and look in their rooms. They kick us out. They're quite angry with us, this Hungarian family. So last time, we decided to continue stalking their bins, and then some of us actually went to talk to some of the people who were at the party, the piano player, the creepy man on the stairs, the who else was it? There was one more. I have not written their name down.
Psychic.
We followed them
Gerhard.
to church. Who is it?
Gerhard.
Oh, I haven't written that name down at all.
Gerhard Lynch.
Oh no. Okay. So we followed all
Vinch.
these peoples around. We got caught up with wanting to have some kind of am I going to get this right? A séance? We
Yes.
wanted like a reading from the other side.
Oh, we did a seance.
We did one, yeah.
We did. It
And
got hectic.
yeah, I don't think I was at that. I was still, I was banished. I was in front of the house, I think, at that point. Some,
No, you were all there.
well, we at the, was I?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't written that down.
That's all right. I did. So we're good. I got you, Katrina.
Okay. We also went and did a little bit of research. So what's come out of that is we suspect that, not that we believe it, of course, we suspect that there is some kind of spider deal going on with some kind of spider deity, that the girl will have eternal life if she exchanges a young person, the life of a young person. That girl in mythic Cthulhu lore is the daughter of the spider. Now, feel free to add your own corrections there.
Well, I mean, there was multiple interpretations. That is the interpretation that you're going with. It wasn't Cthulhu lore that you found it through. No one passed that. It was actually through Eliza's success in finding things in ancient Greek mythology.
Yes.
Mythic Hyperborea?
Yeah, so Hyperborea was a mythical land where everyone, what I've literally written in my notes is everyone was blissed out and never get sick.
They never
and then
and they never
afterwards,
age.
no, and afterwards in my notes, I have written in giant letters that take up half the page, what deal did Ariadne make with Spider Mummy?
Yes.
Who is what I've decided to call in all my notes this creature.
I have written down, is the girl the spider's daughter? Question mark.
Yeah, that was a question that we had as well because of the wording. I think it was unclear if Ariadne would maybe be the daughter of this creature or she was begetting a child to this creature. We're not quite sure.
So in the myth that you found to do with Hyperborea, it was that no one ages, no one gets sick. It's an ideal utopia. However, in this folklore, there was a female who worried that she would age and made a deal with a goddess called Atlaknaka to stay forever young in return for a child.
What was the name of the goddess again?
Atlaknaka.
At-nak-naka.
I put it in the Discord previously.
No.
However, you're also aware that when the seance was conducted, it's when Gerhardt goes to channel who he believes to be Ariadne's mother that this goddess comes out. And so that's why we've got some different interpretations that are possible to you as a party. But of course, those things aren't real.
No.
Not at all.
No. So your
So, like,
characters have, of course, justifiably rationalized it to she believes she could be doing this. Okay. You know, it's a thing. And there's something hinky going on. So that was Tuesday night. Gerhardt has been taken to hospital because he developed fangs and bit himself.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
was dying from
His own fang bite.
He's like, yes, because he was possessed by whoever this being is. And you now then have to decide what you're going to do Wednesday.
Where did we end up? Are we somewhere? Are we just at our own homes? Are we?
You're currently at your own homes. You have to decide what to do on the Wednesday. So you've got still the surveillance of Zoltan and Ariadne to see what they're up to. You also talked about whether or not you could get access to the police report, which of course would depend on contacts and those sorts of things. And I believe that you also talked about further research, but I can't remember what it was, which gives you a hint about how important it is if I can't remember it.
Oh no.
Which is our
Scratch that one off the
GM's
list.
way of saying don't bother.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Don't bother.
because
Whatever
we've
it is, I
wasted
can't
time.
remember it. Oh, and you were wondering what you could find out about the maid. That was right.
Right.
That blew you all off.
Importantly,
She did what?
what?
Not that kind of blowing. Not that kind. Get your mind
I
out of the
really
gutters,
missed
children.
a lot.
Oh,
Look,
yeah,
I
heaps
said we had
happened.
a productive time.
We
Katrina
did.
and I were locked in. It was great.
Yeah.
You guys
Here I
missed
am
out.
trying to run a serious game, and all I can do is try and
We
corral
were
you all.
serious.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but
The
you
other
know who
lady
you
who wasn't.
invited.
You asked for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people have to decide what they're going to do on the Wednesday and who is doing what.
We have 2 cars. I'm happy to continue surveilling the house and bin rummaging, or someone else might want to have a go at that. Someone who is
So
less likely to be physically attacked by the people who really dislike us. Maybe he wasn't there when we rummaged through the room.
Someone who has a large physical presence, perhaps, and
Yes.
a gruff demeanor.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Am I going in the bin?
Yes.
You
have
miss
now
one
become
session, you get put
bin
in the
bay.
bin.
Yep.
I can rummage some bins. Can look around. So did we all at some point kind of reconvene, fill each other in on this, or are we
So
still split?
Yes.
you were all together at the seance.
Oh, okay.
You were a little quiet. Yeah.
I'd never been to one before. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I can I
Are
can
we
snoop
organising
around.
this on the phone, or do we want to get together and have a chat?
No, we're together now. Like
Yeah.
I say we're at the residence working out what to do over
So
maybe
this is late-
breakfast.
Yeah, this is late Tuesday night. Gerhardt's been taken to the hospital, and you're figuring out your plan of attack for the next day.
Do we need to follow Gerhardt?
Well, I don't think we need to follow him. We could just go to the hospital and see how he is, if he's still alive the next day.
We think he's a threat, or
Mm-mm.
you know,
don't
he
think
does
that-
have fangs now.
No, they disappeared. and he collapsed once the being left him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they're not a permanent feature. Yep. Okay. It's all coming back to me now.
Thank you, Celine Dion.
And you accuse us of taking
Sorry.
the tone.
Yeah, sorry. That one's on me. That one's on me. Okay. Serious face. Let's go.
Okay, so our
Also-
choices are surveillance,
Mhm.
hospital for Gerhardt, and then police reports. Was that
What are
something else we were considering?
And then there was potentially the maid, but we haven't really had any success talking to the maid so far. Like, she's literally hasn't spoken.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if we want to waste much more time on that. I think the talking to Vince, maybe to see what he remembers of the possession, is probably a viable option. At least just as a short thing. What were we hoping to gain from looking at the police report? I can't quite remember.
You were hoping to see what story Ariadne had told the police.
Oh, yes,
But,
that's right. Thank you.
They
Okay.
ushered you away because they were cranky.
Yes. Fair.
In regards to Gerhardt, you do remember him saying that when he was possessed by the being previously, he had no memory of what happened and had
Okay.
told what happened.
Okay.
Is it worth finding some kind of expert in large arachnids and figuring out how you might kill potentially something that is quite large, or what kind of venom this, is it worth trying to figure out how we deal with something should we come across a large spider?
So here's the thing. In the real world, how big do spiders get?
Oh, yeah, easy. Yeah.
Because Australia.
Yeah.
They
This
get
isn't.
big.
This is Arkham.
So this big.
Yeah.
They probably have like that.
So if you're concerned about spiders, one of the things that I would be asking is, what size does your character think the spider would be, and therefore does your character think that they would need anything other than a bludgeoning instrument to deal with it?
Okay. Well, there's this lingering thought in my head that there's two, that we had these quite large silken strands across the door, which were like cord-like, which says to me that spiders are probably bigger, even though probably we don't believe that there could be a big spider, but
And
there's
also-
something there that goes, it's big.
And also those cords disappeared. So I don't think all of us experienced those. I only think some of us. I know Eliza was one of
Yeah.
them. I can't remember who else.
I touched a cord, I believe.
So we don't. Yeah, I think if we're going from a team logic perspective, that might be a little bit tricky.
What about the idea that maybe one of us could get possessed and grow fangs? How do we deal with that?
Does your character believe that
Of
happens?
course not. We're just throwing some ideas around the room.
Cass, I think you wanted to say something as well.
I was just going to offer a suggestion. I think because we were surveilling for a little while previously, and I don't think we got much out of bins or surveillance because they were kind of like not really doing too much. I think it might be better if we speak to Vince and then go to the hospital to speak to Gerhardt to see if he recalls anything about when he was possessed.
Vince and Gerhardt are the same person.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
Vince is
that
the
saves
last
2
name.
trips.
Yeah.
So
And
I think
Tammy
we're
just
going
said
to speak to
You're
Vince.
And then Tammy did also just say before that he didn't remember anything from last time, so there's a good chance that he won't remember
he won't
anything again.
remember.
That might actually mean just trying to get our hands on the police report.
Yeah.
At this point, folks.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
whittled our choices down a little bit.
It does. Who would have thought we use logic, everybody? No, never.
Well done.
Go team. Yeah, I think if we find something that we need to talk to Gerhard Finch about later, we can always go to the hospital afterwards. But
Right. Who's going where then?
We're
I-
all gonna go. I
yeah,
reckon.
I think at this point,
Yeah.
who has the best charm?
Well,
Because I think
Florence,
they
but
should
she's
be
not
the.
here.
No.
Yeah, good point, actually.
Charm. All right, mine's at 50.
Okay.
40.
Yeah, mine's at 45.
I can be pretty intimidating if we have to be.
Cool. We're going to
I
keep
don't-
that in reserve.
I don't
So
know.
what we're saying is I'm the most charming person in the room.
But instead of intimidating,
A
Finn,
police officer, maybe not the best idea.
Finn, I believe you've got fast talk though.
I do
It's
have
fast
fast
talk.
talk.
That's the other one I
So
was looking
that's a
for.
backup there,
Yeah.
rather
But-
than intimidating a police officer.
Yeah, that's at 40. I could maybe to slip in a few things like private eye. Like I know a guy. I could be like,
My
hey,
persuade is pretty high.
Yeah, how high are we
Yeah.
talking?
58.
Okay.
That is pretty high.
Persuade is done a little bit longer over time. Charm is the quick or fast talk, or
Right,
charm,
charm
is
is
the
50.
quick version of persuade.
Well, that's still pretty decent. Like, okay. So how do we feel about trying to effectively charm the police into letting us look over the records as part of our investigation for the family?
And if that fails, Andy can punch someone to create a distraction, and then we can go in behind. We can sneak in and get the report while
Do
there's a
we still have-
distraction going on.
Do we still have those Molotov cocktails?
Oh my god.
Maybe not a viable
No.
option.
No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
I think we chucked
Damn.
them, didn't we?
Yeah,
Let's
I
try
think
it.
so.
Let's try fast
no.
talk.
I've got
And then-
gasoline.
Well,
I
cool.
don't
Paint
think
them.
been carrying gasoline around, and I do believe stuff was used at the morgue.
Yes.
Yes.
Gasoline was definitely used at the morgue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, actually, that makes sense because that's very old notes.
Yes, it is.
Carry on.
All right. So
Okay.
Andy's going to drive us to the police, and then he's going to sweet talk them quickly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Get it, Finn.
To the cop shop we go.
To the cop shop you go.
Mm.
So after asking some brief questions, you do get introduced to the slightly surly but improved his demeanor, who recognizes that you were all there the night of the incident and remembers that you said that you were working on behalf of the family. So are you after information on the Vargas in general? Are you after the specific police report?
I feel like we should try for both, but maybe let's look at the police. See if we can look at the police report first. I kind of feel like that's going to be the harder one,
Yeah.
unless
I
anyone's
try-
got something else.
Could I try and frame this like you know we were looking into the Vargas, like you know what we were doing there at the party, and just kind of, oh, we were looking into Ariadne a little bit, and we heard kind of rumors about, you know, how she kind of manipulates and schemes a little bit, and that's why we were really, really worried, because we heard that she was digging her claws into poor Eugene. Like, is there any way we can match up like the story that we know and the story that maybe she's told you? Just kind of like fast talk that way and see if I can get him to kind of slip up and maybe just verbally say something that she's said that's in the report.
I will, because I just realized I'm going to retcon back a little bit, because Bonnie followed Ariadne during the day, and Finn and Evie were tailing Zoltan on Tuesday.
Yes, yes, that's right.
I didn't cover that at the time because there are some roles to be done in relation to that potentially. So when you, on Tuesday before the seance, follow Zoltan, he goes to the residence of an elderly looking woman.
Okay.
He stays most of the evening, and then leaves and returns to his residence in a taxi. And you do know what address the woman is at, so you will be able to look up records if you so wish.
Okay. Where would we be looking up those records?
So the Eliza did do research. And Eliza, I'll get you to do another roll for this.
Okay. Library roll.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you have successfully looked up who owns various pieces of land before, which is how you knew about the real
20.
estate.
That is a 22, which is a hard success.
So the person who owns the address is Sylvia Addison. And doing further research on her, you find out she is well known in Arkham. She is a widow, her husband having died 10 years before. And her husband was the heir to a considerable fortune, which is, of course, now hers. Okay. Now going back to the fast talk at the police station. Sorry, I
Finn would kind of
forgot until I looked at my notes that I had left that because
so Finn would kind of know that information and kind of slip in like, oh, like Zoltan is speaking with Sylvia, you know Sylvia, right? And word that he's trying to get stuff from her. Ariadne is trying to get stuff from Eugene. That it's all adding up a little bit sketchy, if you catch my drift.
Well, I do get your drift. I'll get you to make a fast talk roll.
Yeah. No, 59. My fast talk is not that high.
Well, I mean, it can be difficult to remember things. I mean, there's so many cases that I have to work just to earn a meagerly income as a detective. We don't earn a lot of money.
Who else has got fast talk really quick? Because mine's only 20.
I have fast talk. I've got 35.
Go.
Roll and see if you can bribe him.
I have $10, I think.
That's a lot for the 1920s.
Don't offer him 10.
If you want to slip him the $10 while Finn is doing fast talk, I will let Finn re-roll.
Okay, I will slip in my $10, my life savings.
Knows.
Okay, big pressure. Okay, I don't know. It's a lot to try and think about. I understand. Maybe like we can talk about refreshing your memory. A 29. So that is a success on my fast talk.
Okay. So I will also let Evie tick her fast talk because she provided the money to the successful venture between the two of you. So basically, he is very... On the Vargas, we've got basically nothing. Like the only complaint we've ever received was a noise complaint. And I mean, he paid the neighbor and apologized to them immediately, and we've never heard anything else. In regards to what happened at their party, well, it was put out that he was taken up. I do not want to speak ill of the young woman, but he was taken upstairs to be her visitor for the evening. I believe that she has taken other people up there before. He seems to have gone a little bit, for want of a better term, crazy and pulled out a gun. She was trying to escape out the window. She's half fallen as this is occurring, breaking the glass on the way down, and he has then taken his own life.
Right.
There you go, Bonnie. You finally have your explanation about why the window was open and the glass broken.
And there's no mention of any strange objects or any substances.
No, so Finn wasn't in the room, but Eliza and Bonnie are aware that that's disappeared prior to the police arrival.
Right.
So
Okay.
the substance that was found in the room basically dissipated after about 5 minutes.
Yeah. And from memory, Eliza did find the gun right next to his body.
And it was in his hand.
Yes, that's what I was just trying to remember. It was either in or right next to his hand. And
Could I ask the police officer if they like checked his hands for residue or anything like that?
Welcome to the
Is
age
that
of
in?
minimal forensics.
Yeah. I was bringing a prayer.
Yeah,
I
Is that
think the
not a bit
closest
of
we
a-
get to smelling it on their clothing,
Yeah,
and that's
just
about it.
basically, yeah.
Is there not a bit of a pattern? He killed himself. Vince bit himself.
Oh yeah. Well, possessed and bit himself.
Whatever possesses them is trying to off them. So it's maybe someone controlling that something to take out certain people.
I think without Ariadne's truthful testimony, I think that's a bit of an unknown. I like the way your brain's going, but I think it's a bit of an unknown at this point. There's just not proof either way, I think, unfortunately.
Who was it? Sorry, backtracking a little bit. Who was it that called the entity in this seance?
Gerhardt is a psychic medium that does seances.
Oh, okay. So
you weren't here. He did a seance for Ariadne shortly before the party that you guys were at. And it was all fun and games. And she asked him to contact her dead mother from Hungary, at which point he was taken over by something that had a very demonic voice. He started growling. Things started happening. She freaked out, screamed, hid under the table, and he was eventually snapped out of it. So the party has gotten him. He came to Florence's house so he could prove that he wasn't using tricks, and has called to the entity that he spoke to previously. It has taken him over. It has said some threatening things, proceeded to make him grow fangs, bite himself, and then withdrawn. At which point he's dropped to the floor, suffering from the effects of the bite.
Did we actually see where Ariadne has gone after these events? Have we seen any eyes on her at all as part of our surveillance?
Well, we have been following her. I'm pretty sure it was Bonnie who was even trailing her through shops at one point.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
just
we have
piece
been
it all back
surveilling
together.
her.
Okay. Cool.
I think it is going to be worth at some point trying to actually get Ariadne and actually try and intimidate / threaten speak to her at some point. Because it is pointing towards her. I'm also wondering, actually kind of in a similar line to what Cass said, I think it might be worth keeping an eye out to see if there's any repercussions after last night as well, just if we do get back to surveilling them as well. Okay. So what would we like to do next, gang? So we've got the police report details. We've had a bit of a chat. We've sort of had a bit of a chat to the police about the Vargas. There's been no real complaints. Is there anything else that anyone would like to try and do while we're here?
For those that were tailing Ariadne, the police report says she's jumped out the window. Did those that were tailing her notice if she had any injuries or any sign of being hurt at all?
So she had some scratches and sort of cuts and tears on her skin, but nothing serious. Okay. So nothing that she needed to recover from. Bonnie, going and looking at the house the next day, ascertained that she had fallen into the hedge, which would have broken her fall somewhat.
Right. Okay.
I love the eye rolls. I love the eye rolls. Yeah.
Yes.
And what else could it be?
I don't know. Maybe she was attached by some thread and bungeed her way out. I guess we'll never know.
But then how did the glass break?
She was launched out.
Just like giant slingshot. Boom.
She was
Um.
she Rapunzel down a thread. That's what I think happened. And the thread dissipated midair.
Hang on, is this Katrina or is this Bonnie that thinks that?
Yeah.
Bonnie, no, this is not. Keep in mind that I've lost a little bit of sanity, so
And it will continue the more you learn about the unseen universe around you.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so that would be, let's say that going there, getting that information, etc., would put you about halfway through Wednesday. What would you like to do?
sorry, were we on our way to police?
We've done that.
Oh,
the police.
Yeah.
That's
of
what
course.
we
Yes,
just do
sorry.
it.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just writing notes. Someone else vamp quickly while I write some
So,
notes.
is it hospital next potentially?
Hmm.
Did we
Okay.
want to go to the hospital to see Vince just on
Okay.
the off chance he remembers anything?
He's
I don't
pulled
think
through.
I don't think it's going to hurt. Like, even if he doesn't remember anything, we can still tell him about the circumstances and see what he knows in his role as a spiritualist and see if that can give us any clues.
Mhm.
If it isn't the first time he's been possessed, like surely maybe he doesn't remember the actual possessions, but he'd remember the aftermath of them. So like, is this a first time occurrence of biting himself, or does he remember like recovering from wounds like after other times? Like,
Yeah.
maybe someone with a
So
better bedside manner
hospital.
can talk to him though.
I feel like that's Bonnie.
Oh God. Yes. Okay.
You've got the best charm.
I do have the best chance.
Yeah.
Right, to the hospital then.
To
Is
the
Bonnie
hospital.
driving
To the
this time?
hospital.
Are we
Okay.
rolling?
I rolled a
City rolls?
67. I rolled a 60. I looked down. You already knew I was doing it.
I'm 60. Yeah.
Ah, all right. Off you go.
All right. Hong Kong, toot toot. Let's go. Woo.
Honk, honk, toot, toot. Okay. So Gerhard is conscious. He is still quite weak. You would remember that he did almost die. And it was a successful first aid role that's kept him stable until he could receive hospital attention. In regards to what he remembers, that is another story. Pose your
Just
questions.
quick surveillance of the room. He's in the room. He's awake.
Is
Is
he,
the room-
is he
it is
tied
a-
down?
No, it is a normal hospital room.
All right. Let's go in then. Knock knock. Hello.
Oh, I've been told that you all saved my life. I'm incredibly thankful. I have no memory of what happened, but they've said some form of poison occurred.
Ah,
Did I
a
take
thought
the
just occurred to me. I'm just going to turn to the gang and say, if we do revive these memories in him, is this going to harm him in any way? Just a thought. Let's turn around again. Oh, I'm so glad you are well again. I'm going to enter the room and just. Do you mind if I perch myself on the edge of the bed here?
No, please.
Oh, lovely.
I'm incredibly grateful for the care you all took.
Just out of curiosity, do you remember anything leading up to losing your memory? Anything at all that might that you found a little bit weird or a little bit odd? You might want to share with us.
Because I owe such a debt to you, I will give what information I can, but I will need to give you some background.
Okay.
I was a normal child until I fell from a tree and suffered an injury to my head. And he shows you the scar in his scalp line. I, since that time, have occasionally been able to talk with people on the other side. I will admit to you, half the seances I do, they're not real. But sometimes it is. I often have a vague memory when I'm taken over of feelings or certain things. I'm not there, I'm almost watching from the outside. But nothing violent. The 2 times I spoke with whatever it is that comes when I call Ariadne's mother, I have zero memory. And each time I've apparently done things to harm myself or cause destruction.
I'm going to ask a question. When was the first time you called Ariadne's mother?
It was in the seance a few days before.
And who was present at that seance?
Herself, Zoltan, some of her friends.
And who requested that you ask to speak to this being or mother or...
It was Ariadne. She asked me to contact her dead mother in Hungary.
Right. And do you remember, was there a vibe or a feeling? Did you believe that it was a dead mother in Hungary, or did you believe that maybe there was something else?
I have no memory of either event. It was like I was completely not there. It was almost as if when I talk with other people, 2 souls sharing one body for a brief moment. But on those 2 occasions, it was like I didn't exist for that moment in time.
Had you drunk anything? Had you breathed anything in? Had you taken any substances beforehand?
No.
Do you remember what was said specifically by Ariadne?
Just that she wanted me to contact her dead mother in Hungary. She thought it would be a bit of a laugh, which was not usually how people approach it. But I mean, all the girls were giggling and sort of having fun beforehand.
Were there other girls there? Sorry, who were the other girls there?
All I know is friends of hers.
No names?
I've seen them at the parties, but I don't know them.
Okay. What was the aftermath like once you had contacted the mother?
Yes, you also mentioned that self-harm and destruction happened after the first time too. Well, you bit yourself this time. We saw it. It was quite extraordinary. What happened? Do you know what happened the first time?
I have puncture wounds, not teeth wounds.
Yes. You grew fang-like teeth
True.
and bit yourself.
So you would remember that he previously described what happened at the first seance in that he was had been told that he was effectively growling demonically, started saying things that people couldn't understand. And that's when Ariadne dived under the table screaming, and Zoltan effectively shook him out of it.
Okay.
And then lost his shit, basically.
If this is, does he remember doing those things, or is he told? Was he told that he had done those things?
So he let you know that he was told that he had done those things.
Well, we can't be entirely sure that that is actually what happened, can we? Huh. All right. Quickly, any other questions? Should we have a look at the puncture wound? Is it still there?
It would be bandaged over.
Should we have a little squeeze?
No. You're not a doctor. What are you going to learn from it?
Well, I just want
You
to
were
know.
there when it happened.
Yeah, but I want to know how quickly the wound site, what it looks like now. You know, surely one of us has some kind of spider lore knowledge or bug bite knowledge.
No.
I've got natural world at 10.
Your natural world would tell you spider fangs are not that big.
No. Andy or Cass, is there anything that you want to ask?
I was thinking that if he could maybe recall anything about the language or the phonetics of what he was told he apparently said when he was possessed, or if he has any records that might point us in a direction, like ancient tomes or other mystical stuff.
No, so all he was told was that it was a language that the other people didn't understand. He doesn't know if Zoltan and Ariadne understood. He has presumed that he was speaking Hungarian or something like that, but no one has been able to sort of repeat what he said back to him on that occasion.
Right.
You're aware from the seance last night that the voice was very guttural. It sounded non-human, which is potentially why people didn't think it was an English language. But of course, you got a bit more word out of it because it wasn't interrupted in the same way that it was when he did the seance for the Vargas.
Okay.
I don't want to misunderstand. You said something before about he'd only been possessed twice.
By that entity.
By that entity. Are there other entities that...
Well, he's talked about like human souls and people from the dead and stuff like that. And so that was where he was talking about it's almost like two souls in one, in that he's watching something happen. He can't necessarily remember everything, but there's still a sense of what has occurred. But in this, it was a complete, I'm gone. I don't exist. I'm not there.
Right. Okay.
Cass, were you trying to say something?
Sorry.
I was just thinking when you were asked to call out to Ariadne's mother, did she give you a name to call out to?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't always ask for names. I honestly didn't expect anything to come through. It was one of the ones that I was kind of doing a couple of tricks in-house to make it look like things are occurring.
So you weren't holding anything special? You weren't reading from a book? It just happened?
Yes.
You weren't touching anyone?
Bonnie, I think we're going to have
hands at the table, but...
Bonnie, I think we're going to have to take his word at this point that he wasn't touching anything.
Yeah, that's all right.
I do have a question though. When it is real, as you say, how can you tell whether it's an actual family, like someone connected to the person that you're going to find, or just I don't know if this happens, but a random spirit? Potentially.
Sometimes it is random spirits, but normally they don't come to the table unless there's someone at the table they know.
So there's always a connection when it's real. Is that what you're saying?
99% of the time. It may not be the
Okay.
person I've sought, but it's usually something that brings them forward to speak to someone at the table.
And this possession is quite unlike others that you've experienced from what you said. Nothing comes close to it at all. Is that what you're saying?
I have never experienced it before, and that is why when you called me to do a seance and I said that I wasn't doing them at the moment, I needed to take stock.
Yes, after what we witnessed, I understand. Does the term Hyperborea mean anything to you?
No.
No. What about...
Is that a math thing? I'm not very good with.
No, it's just something that's come up in the course of our investigation. What about the term Atlak Naka?
No. Is that
Okay.
Hungarian?
Potentially, we're still looking it down. Okay. Team, is there any other questions for Mr. Vinch, or shall we let him rest?
I just got one final one. You said that others are like, you feel a soul. Is that correct?
Yes, because I'm still there at the same time. So it is like, I can't say two people because they're dead. So two souls in one body.
But Ariadne's mother, didn't they feel like a soul?
I have no memory to know what it felt like, except that it felt like I was not there. I didn't exist. I have no memory. It is time that I cannot account for.
I have one more question. Have you had any visitors? Has Ariadne visited?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Zoltan has told me to stay away from her. You saw him getting angry at me even being at the party last Friday.
What do we think, gang?
I actually have one question for our law master, out of character. Would any of our party, and maybe specifically Eliza, but would we know of any other spiritualist experts in town, potentially?
Give me an occult roll.
Oh shit, I don't have good occult from memory. What is my occult? Yeah, my occult's crap. Here's hoping I roll under 20, gang. That is a 34, and I don't want to use that much luck.
We're still using potluck, aren't we?
No.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
That pool of luck was for that fundraiser and it's disappeared.
Yes.
It's all been used. I divvied out the remainder.
I mean, Liza's just gonna ask then. I think. I don't want to malign your skill or abilities. We certainly saw them last night. But do you know of any other more experienced spiritualists, perhaps in the history of the occult, that we might speak to? It might help us with our investigation and find out exactly what happened to you.
You have those that study and those that do.
We're interested in both. But who you think would be more credible, considering you have the experience in what is real and those that are not, shall we say?
We don't often attend to associate with each other. Let me do a roll. Ooh, he actually rolled very well. There is she doesn't do seances, but she has been part of them and knows a lot about it. Her name is Constance, and he will give you the details.
Thank you very much. We
Yes,
shall
thank you.
look her up and see if we can't find out more, and at least if we find out anything that might help prevent this from happening again to you, we shall certainly pass that on. But we think perhaps, unless it's needful, not summon Ariadne's mother again.
I do not intend to.
Yes. Not unless it's necessary, of course. Yeah.
I think given how close I came to dying, there is no necessity that will arise.
All right, we'll be off then,
Noted.
yes?
I think
Mhm.
so.
All right, we'll just tuck you in, and I'm just going to do a real quick spot hidden. I just want to see if there's anyone unusual lurking.
I thought for a second you were going to do a spot hidden to see if you could peek under the bed.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Oh, I got 50 and it's 58. Is there anyone
Okay.
unusual?
You
Mhm,
cannot
Pardon?
see anyone unusual.
No. All right,
So
I'll
to-
tuck
to
you
be-
in.
Yeah, to be fair,
Comfortable.
you were the only ones that knew what happened.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you tuck him in.
Constance.
Now what would you like to do?
Does anyone have any objections to seeing if Constance is at home?
Okay.
Unless anyone has any other ideas.
I don't think so.
I
That
don't think we
makes
really have
sense.
anything else to go off, right? Unless
Have
we
we-
want to jump in the bins again.
Have we done any serious checking on mythic Hyperborea, any other kind of lore on that?
Yes.
We've done that
Yeah.
all.
We have done that.
You got that from doing the checks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so did we know why Zoltan had beef with Vinch?
Because
Did we check
Ariadne
that?
freaked out, got scared, and went under the table. So he was basically, you're a charlatan that took advantage.
Oh, okay.
You upset her. I don't want you near her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think the clues are definitely pointing towards like real soon. I think what Eliza will put forth is that we're going to have to try and separate Ariadne from Zoltan and actually talk to her fairly soon, because everything just keeps pointing back to her, I think, at this point.
Yes.
You know, outside of what we've been investigated to do in terms of the money. But we've also got actually that's the point. We've also got the widow that Zoltan saw.
Yeah.
Sylvia.
Who we have details for both. Who's actually closer to our current location?
Um,
Because it
The
would be probably
Constance would be
mid-afternoon
closer.
now.
Yep, Constance would be closer.
Okay, all right. So let's maybe try Constance, and then we've got the widow Sylvia to go and talk to as well, and see what we can
Because-
find out.
There's another party coming up, isn't there?
Yes, today's Wednesday. The next one's Friday.
Okay.
So there's the potential for something to happen again on Friday. Yay!
Okay. So when you arrive at the address you've been given for Constance, it's not a home. It's actually a small bookstore. Now there's a flat above it, but it's not you can presume, knowing what you do from Arkham, that she probably lives above the bookstore. So what would you like to do?
We go and upstairs, or do we?
I think we go into the bookstore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lovely little dingle, and you can see the shelves are full. But unlike a lot of the bookstores you go into, these are well-loved, obviously secondhand, dustier, and just an eclectic amount of topics all around.
From a professional standpoint, what does Eliza think of the books here?
There's definitely some trash, but there is also definitely some nice ones. You have the feeling that whoever amassed this collection probably has her own stash of books not on the shelf.
Mm.
This reads like someone who has basically developed a business in books to further her own academic interests in a society that doesn't really favor women doing things like that.
So from Eliza's professional eye, there is like a really clear organizational system too.
Mm-hmm.
So Eliza's going to start walking around and be like, just sort of noting the organization, be like, oh yes, oh that's an interesting choice. I wouldn't have done that myself, but I do see the logic in it. Just as she's wandering around, just complimenting the organization.
And this about 50-year-old woman, hair done in the usual sort of up bun that you would have noted for the times, comes out and is like, "Can I help you?"
Yes. Actually, we are hoping to find someone here, but also I just wanted to say, I am connected to the University Library, and I was just admiring the organization that you have in here. Is this your own work?
Yes, I'm not as skilled or well off as some of the antiquarians in town, but I do okay.
I can see that. I can see this. It's quite an eclectic but very interesting collection here, and yes, it's very, very fascinating. I'd love to take some more time to peruse in here, but we're after Constance.
Oh, that is me. Where have this is normally people walking because there's books. Where have you heard my name before?
Oh, we have a mutual acquaintance, Gerhard Finch.
Oh, yes, I know him. What
Yes.
did he send you here for? I mean, not that I begrudge the business.
No, he's actually sent us your way as an expert of sorts. We're doing a little private investigation for a family. You know how these things are, and we just actually wonder if we could bother you for your expertise.
Oh, well, there's not many things I'm an expert in, but I will try and help where I can.
We understand that you might be a bit of a trusted expert in the somewhat of the spiritual nature.
Oh, okay. Just hold a minute. And she'll go across to the door and she will flip the open sign to closed.
A wise idea.
Would you like to come upstairs for some tea?
Yes, we would love that.
And she'll take you upstairs, and it's a very modest residence upstairs. This is obviously someone who has invested more into her book collection, but didn't necessarily have a lot to start with, so it's grown over time. It is the sort of thing where, again, the books upstairs are well loved, but also, and not incredibly rare, given the things that you see at the university, or when you were working in Boston. But you can see that it's very much, I've developed an interest in something. I could develop extra interest in this thing over here, and then those books go downstairs, but she's kept certain ones upstairs.
While Eliza's just having a little chat with her, can I look for any familiar looking titles that maybe would relate to what we've got?
Yes.
At all?
Spot hiddens.
You can go for the spot hiddens.
Okay, where is my spot hidden?
Oh no, that was an epic fail.
A 34, which a success for me.
it is the sort of thing where there's not really anything necessarily that's hidden away, at least in this part of the house that she's brought you to. There's the comfy sofas, all that kind of thing. The chairs are obviously designed to potentially lose yourself for hours in a book without feeling uncomfortable. This is someone who has geared their life around their personal interest and pursuing it, and everything in this room is functional to that. In regards to what you see on the shelves, there are things about the natural worlds. There is geography, there is anthropology, just various interests. And knowing that Gerhardt has said that she studies it, you can gather a lot of those anthropology books could potentially be on religions, different cultural practices, all those sorts of things.
Okay. Cool. There's nothing about specific mythology or anything on
No.
the shelves. Okay. Okay. No.
So she's not connected to, so from what you got from Gerhardt, she's not necessarily connected to everything that's happened.
Mhm.
She's a separate expert in spiritualism.
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Does anyone else want to check out anything before we start talking to Constance?
No, talk away.
No. Okay, cool. All right, jump in with any questions, folks. So it's not just the me show. Okay, what did I want to ask first? I think considering actually the time constraints we're on and what happened last night, Eliza's actually just probably going to cut to the chase and give Constance not the full details, but probably just a bit of a background about what happened to Gerhardt last night, and say so for full disclosure, the reason that Gerhardt has sent us your way is that he did a seance for us last night, and things went a little awry for him. He's currently in the hospital if you wish to visit him. Did you hear about his seance for the Vargas?
No, I have not heard about that, but Gerhardt, and she'll just like do a little wry smile. He's very interesting. For all of the charlatan things he does, there is a kernel of truth that comes out periodically with him.
He admitted as much to us himself. He's said that approximately half the time it is indeed a charlatan's game, but then every so often he does get a real one come through. And last night, and the seance he did for Ariadne Varga, it was real, but different to the ones that he's experienced before. Have you ever heard of any occultists being taken over completely to the point where they feel they don't exist during the possession?
Well, normally, and again, I'm not an expert, but I believe from the things I've read and the ones I've witnessed, it would have to be a very powerful, and like those things, that normally only happens when you're doing a summoning. If it's occurred during a seance without a summoning, it would have to be very powerful.
Can I ask what the difference between what would it physically look like, a summoning and a seance? What is the difference? Would Gerhardt have known it was a summoning?
So a summoning requires a particular ritual to be done, depending on what it is that you're summoning. Gerhardt doesn't do those sorts of things.
But would this have needed to have happened prior to him, in theory, communicating with, Mother, or in his presence?
Gerhardt does not know enough to conduct a summoning. He has a talent, but he doesn't study things. I doubt he would have conducted a summoning beforehand. So if someone wasn't calling to be taken over via a ritual, then it would be that for some reason a powerful entity has entered.
Could a previous ritual potentially then infiltrate a seance? Say either it was not done correctly or has a connection to someone in the group. Is that possible at all?
Well, I mean, there would be a period of time after something is summoned where it's close to our Earth. But again, Gerhardt doesn't know those sorts of rituals.
We don't think he does necessarily, or at least we have no evidence that he does. That's why we're wondering if there's an outside force that has affected and interfered essentially with what seemed to us to be a fairly normal seance.
Normally, when a ritual to summon and possess occurs, the individual has some prior knowledge or connection.
Right.
You have to know what it is they're summoning. For if you get one, think of witches or priests summoning beings that they worship, things like that.
So if I had said summon mother, he would have needed to have known that mother was something that wasn't perhaps humanoid.
Well, no, not necessarily. If he's
No?
being invaded no, that's if you conduct a ritual, dear. He didn't conduct a ritual.
Okay.
Could it be possible that someone conducts a ritual to essentially bind something to themselves and then uses that in some form, like almost like an attack dog?
Well, I mean, yes, sometimes that's what people do in rituals.
And would there be any physical evidence of like an attachment or something like that? Like, would there be something physically showing?
It depends on what it is you're summoning. I mean, this is all largely circumspect. A lot of people who
course.
believe that they're summoning things are just manifesting things via placebo. But, you know, there are accounts of witches developing marks and having familiars. There are all sorts of things that can happen depending on what it is you're summoning and for what purpose.
What if we could give you a name?
I may or may not know what it is.
Have you heard of Hyperborea, the Greek mythological land?
I'm not incredibly familiar with that, no.
It's apparently a land where, or at least according to the mythos, everyone...
What do you mean mythos?
Well, it was a Greek myth.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I don't know if it has any ties to occult mythos. That's what actually we're trying to determine. But apparently it was land where everyone was in a state of bliss constantly, but they also never got sick. And there was a goddess attached to it called, or at least connected to it in some way, Atlaknaka.
She doesn't pale when she hears that name. But there is that hesitation and that stop. I don't know them from Greek mythology, but they are mentioned in other mythology by that name.
Which ones?
Well, I mean,
Our research only has turned up Hyperborea so far, so any insight you can give us would be quite helpful.
I can more tell you about her. I don't think necessarily knowing where I know it from will help you.
Why is that?
Just trust me, dear. Atlaknaka is a spider goddess. And you may be describing them in a utopia, but they can be far nastier than that.
In what way?
Well, I mean, deals to be made, deals to be twisted. Making deals with beings like that tend to not necessarily work out the way individuals believe they will.
So not that I believe, too much about this, not to be rude, but
Oh, I'm
the
not
way,
saying I believe in them.
well,
I'm just saying what I've read of them.
well, the way that Vinch was describing when he had the seance with his mother is that he felt like he didn't exist and there was no real connection to another human soul. You think maybe it's possible that Ariadne's mother has had her soul taken, and that's why Finch maybe couldn't connect properly?
I mean,
Like a sacrifice has already been made one time.
It is possible, but do you know lore about creatures like Jinn?
I don't know, do I?
Pickles the player does, just Eliza
Well,
the
yes.
character.
You make a wish, you think you're getting a good thing, but the Jinn is imprisoned and resentful and will do what they can to make that wish turn to poison. Atlak-Nakar is another being that you can make a deal with. The consequences of that deal may not be what is expected.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything in the law or what you remember reading about what some of those consequences have turned out to be?
Well, if you can't fulfill your end of the bargain, you'll basically forfeit.
As in your life or your soul or both?
More life. Don't really know about soul, do we?
Not officially, I suppose, although if you are a preacher, they might decide otherwise.
But
have you...
Atlak-Nakar is not something that would carry a human soul if things existed.
What would she carry?
Well, she's not human. In all the lore, she is a former spider goddess.
So if you make a deal, theoretically, with one of these deities or goddesses, or you make the deal is in play until the whatever happens, and what you dealed on has to happen. Is this correct?
Well, it depends on who you're making a deal with. In the law, some of them, if you're making a deal for altruistic means, the outcome may be very different than if you're making it for selfish means, and it depends on who you make the deal with. Some of them it will be, you didn't provide your end, so I just won't provide mine. Some of them are more malicious when the deal is broken.
So what kind of a goddess did we know, in theory, is
Atlak-Nakar?
Atanaka? Are they
Atanaka to her friends.
Atanaka. Are they are they vengeful? Are they what kind of goddess is she?
Are they hungry?
Are they hungry?
Okay, let me go to a specific description.
A trickster goddess.
Not if she's a spider goddess, I don't think. Pickles the player votes hungry.
Are we asking, are they hungry or are they Hungarian?
Just
Both.
yes. Yes.
Both those things.
While you're looking, can I just ask a question to the group?
Mhm, mhm.
So, just in relation, there's something I didn't quite understand earlier on. The séance that happened earlier, and the 2 times it's happened, is Gerthardt a conduit in order to summon this goddess, in theory. Do you always need the conduit, or do you need something else? Can this goddess be summoned without Gerthardt there?
I feel like Ariadne is the something.
Yeah, because Gerhardt didn't intentionally summon her is the point that Constance was making to us, is that it happens through a ritual. So I think Cass is right. Yeah, Ariadne is probably our likely culprit as to who has actually summoned her, and it's something has happened either through Ariadne herself. We've posited her dead mother. We don't really know that when we've called out to Ariadne's mother, this spider goddess has come in. Like
In terms
there's
of
something there.
a ritual, is that something that takes a week to plan? Or is it something that once planned and activated, I now just have a stick and I can wave it around and it happens every time I want it? Or every time I must take this week or days or hours or this preparation every single time?
It really depends on the craft you're doing. Could be something simple as putting like black salt in a cup and burning some herbs and stuff and doing like that.
Something
sort of
really
ritual.
easy that can happen in a matter of minutes, as opposed to something that happens.
But then there could be something. It could be something that takes forever and a lot of setup and planning.
Can I ask just a clarifying question? Katrina, what are you trying to understand by asking the question?
I'm wondering if we were to encounter something, is it I'm thinking of there being some kind of tool. Is there a tool that now suddenly Ariadne has her hands on that can summon now, that she has already created and it's taken a process? Or is this she's now in a deal and we must see the end of the deal out? Is she able to summon on whim now? Is she able to, I guess
feel
that's
like you got it with the second option. I feel like it has been summoned.
Yeah.
She made a deal. She's not completed the deal, and it's bound to her until the deal is done.
Great. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
We
Based on the
follow
That's
her
my
then.
thinking.
What did we learn about the goddess?
Take it back to Constance. Constance, take it away. Because you were looking up a
There is
description.
not a huge amount known about her, but I can tell you that she is known to control time, or believed to.
Does it say how? Like,
No, that I do
freezing?
not know, but the account of her that I do know, the person unable to hold their bargain had time taken from them instead of the eternal youth they bargained for.
We came across a tale of eternal youth for Atlaknaka as well. And Eliza flips through the notes as Pickles the player also does that too. Because I have this written down. The deal was to bear her children in exchange for eternal youth. That was what my research came up with.
Yes, that is the sort of deal that they would make.
I see.
Yes, now the question
Controlling time means they can ensure that your body does not suffer the ravages of time.
Right. So eternal youth.
is she
Potentially
offering?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is Ariadne trying to offer like a host body with these weekly rituals? Perhaps. she's choosing a host.
She's choosing a victim. That's my
Yes,
thought.
I think that's close though. She's trying to choose these young men and sleeping with them in order to try and fall pregnant.
How long has this been going
Perhaps.
on? Do we know of any other events that have occurred, death events that have occurred at parties, or is this a first?
You are not aware of any others that have occurred at parties. You're also aware that given when they went upstairs and when the gunshot was heard, there wouldn't have been time for any consummation to have occurred.
So something interrupted it. If the person who has made the deal is actively pursuing the deal but is not successful, has your reading shown that they still suffer, shall we say, the poisonous effects of the spider goddess wrath?
I believe as long as they're still trying to pursue the deal, they would age normally.
But the moment they delivered the deal, their aging would stop.
Well,
Potentially.
in theory, I have not
In
read
theory.
an account of a happy ending, though.
No, I would imagine not. They might think they're getting the better end of the deal, somewhat like the stories of dealing with the Fae in Ireland. And if something was to interrupt the deal...
I don't have this. I don't have the chat up. I can tell something's happened in the chat.
So Cass, do you want to explain?
I did
Okay,
suggest
just saw
maybe
that.
we had a job for Finn potentially.
Finn can be our sacrificial lamb.
How young is
Sure.
Finn, though?
Young enough and, burly enough, I'm sure, to attract Ariadne. We have
Potentially, he
confidence in
has the
Finn's
right
hotness.
equipment to do what we need to do.
That's right.
Good.
Well, at least maybe we have
What's that famous saying? Well, I'm not here to fuck spiders.
No, you are. I think you are. Do we feel that there's any kind of sense of urgency that we need to stop it before the next one, or do we just wait for the next party to happen? What do we feel?
I think there's a sense of urgency in our information gathering, to be honest. We've got 2 more days effectively before the next party because it's late Wednesday now.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. A party might equal a death. Do we nip it in the bud before then?
Maybe.
Have we all been seen by Ariadne at this point? Like she knows all of us.
Yeah, Eliza and Bonnie are definitely on the shit list
Mm-hmm.
because of, consequences of her own actions, quite frankly. Finn and Evie probably
so
less
unfair.
so. I know, you warned us. It's our own fault. That's what I'm saying. Consequences of our own actions. Finn and Evie may be less in the shit list, but probably, would it be fair to say, still known to be connected to us?
Finn, definitely. Evie wasn't there at the party, though.
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
Can we disguise Finn and give him a hot boy era?
Yeah.
Not for Evie, just for Finn. Just for Finn.
So, how are you approaching Thursday? Is anyone doing surveillance? If so, who are you surveilling? Or are people doing something else?
We still need to talk to the widow.
Yeah, because part of me is thinking she's like, you described her as very old.
65.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, very
Okay.
old.
Okay.
For that time, yeah.
But part of me is thinking, like, if Zoltan has gone there and Zoltan's all maybe involved with this whole creature thing, maybe she was supposed to be part of the deal and time has been taken from her. Was she always? Like, is she
No, so the
aged
research that Eliza did, she is known to be that age.
Okay,
Her
okay,
husband
okay.
died 10 years earlier, etc., etc.
Right,
No,
okay.
I think it's much more likely he's seducing her for her money.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
quite
we do have to
frankly.
watch
She
Ariadne.
does have a large trust fund
Mm-hmm.
thanks
Okay.
to the death of her husband.
Yeah. We might... How do we feel about splitting the party, folks?
don't know.
Yes. We've got a short time frame, and we have to
Mhm.
do surveillance.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
to yeah.
Alright.
I
Well-
would like to suggest that Evie maybe stays away from the surveillance for now. We'd like to keep you to potentially get into the party on Friday night, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm feeling that would probably be a good thing at the moment. As for
Where would we
whoever
send
else,
Evie then? So
Well,
three of us to the widow, and then Evie to just kind of.
I can just sit in the car.
you can come in and talk to the widow. Kitty. Yeah, look, we can split it up evenly, we can split it up unevenly. How do we feel?
I don't know how sensible it is having one person
That's why I'm asking
surveilling,
the
because if they
question.
get caught,
Or if we have to split up again, which we have had to do
Yeah.
before. Yeah, that's why I'm asking the question.
Okay.
So we're saying 2 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
yeah.
Okay.
let's do that.
But
I
whoever's with
think
Evie will have to stay
the-
far back though, because if they
Yeah.
see Evie with anyone, then it's going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
maybe I'll stay in the car.
Well, we'll also, what I was suggesting is that Evie potentially goes to the widow's place to keep her away from the house, is more what I was thinking. Just to keep that sort of ace up our sleeves, if that's something that everyone's comfortable with.
Yep.
Well, it depends. Not being seen means she's also an ideal person to tail.
This is also true. Okay. All right, let's pop this back to the team. What do we think?
You know,
Evie,
we
do
also
you-
have a donkey costume. Just saying.
We're saving that for special occasions.
Good.
Okay, Evie, would you like to be Super Spy Gal?
Sure, I could do that. I
Okay.
could tail people.
Okay.
Would it be possible to get my hands on
The
potentially
bins.
like
Yes.
I'm not going to look at the bins again.
Go on.
Is it possible to get like a hat with like a veil to kind of keep my face a bit obscured?
So veil a bit at this time, but definitely a wider brimmed hat and those
Yeah,
sorts of things.
like
Yeah.
a wide brim hat that I can kind of just have on so that, facial features are a little obscured.
That's easy done.
Excellent.
You're a seamstress. You would while you don't make hats yourself, you would have hats in the store to help accentuate outfits and things like that.
Okay. I will get my widest brim hat.
Okay. Who else is staying at the Vargas with you?
I was thinking our high charm people should maybe go talk to the widow. So I think that's definitely
Okay.
Bonnie.
Yep.
Finn, what was your charm again?
Fine.
Very low.
That's us then.
He's the fast talker.
That's right. You're the
I
fast
yeah.
talk.
Fast talk, and I'm angry.
But also very pretty, which is why we're pimping you out later, potentially. Like my charm is 45. My fast talk is shite. Do we want a charm and a fast talk? Like, do we want to have Bonnie and Finn fighting over the car the entire way, and then talking to the widow? Is what I'm asking. Katrina's
Yes.
saying yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
Evie and Eliza,
There's no fighting.
Finn and Bonnie.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
trying to get me in the donkey suit the entire way there and distract me while I'm driving.
Just making a very, very strategic argument for it the entire
Um,
time.
I'm going to do the surveillance side first this morning.
Ooh.
Or this evening. It's the Thursday morning. That's fine. Ariadne doesn't leave the house. Frida does leave the house. But before Frida leaves the house, Zoltan leaves the house, and he doesn't go to where he's been having breakfast. He actually heads in a different direction. So my question to you is, who is doing what?
Look. I think, Evie, I think you might need to follow Zoltan. He knows what I look like, and more importantly, he's spoken to me before and rather doesn't like me. You might be able to get a lot closer and get a better eye on what he's doing. I'll stay here in case anyone else leaves. And then we
I can
designate
do
to
that.
meet back here.
I will pull my hat down
Mhm.
and I'll follow at a distance.
Okay. Who would like their surveillance done first? Is it Team Ariadne or Team Zoltan?
Isn't it Team Frida?
Zoltan.
I was going to vote Zoltan too, to be honest. I'm like, Evie, Zoltan, yes.
Okay. So Zoltan hops on a coach to Boston.
Oh my God.
You
How
would have
far
been
away is
able to-
Boston?
you would have been able to, having been at your residence, refresh your cache, and you can very easily hop on there as well. Not having seen you previously, he doesn't look at you suspiciously or anything like that. Once in Boston, he heads for a nearby park and meets a man sitting on a bench who is holding a large manila envelope. I will get you to give me a listen roll.
Yeah, okay. Listen. Oh, okay. I need listen. 44. I needed 45. So it's just a very, very slim.
That's all right. That's all you needed. So you hear Zoltan say, I've brought the money. You have the negatives. Are you sure these are all of them? Because you're only hearing fragments.
Yeah.
And you hear him referenced by the other person, not as Zoltan, but as Devon.
Okay.
Specifically, Devon McCoy. The other thing you notice is there is no Hungarian accent from Zoltan the whole time.
You're right.
Okay.
Now, the envelope is obviously that he's handed over to this stranger is stuffed with something. The stranger goes to shake Zoltan's hand. Zoltan brushes him off, turns his back, and walks away. Who do you follow? Zoltan? And we'll find out after coming back from a break.
That's
He's
good.
a fucking fraud. Yay, we have
What?
proof, finally.
I haven't been telling you to watch them the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let's split the party, baby.
So Evie has to make a choice over the break.
and beyond.
I was
I
going to
once-
ask Tam why you were doing fuckboy hands for a second there.
I was just going like that. Maybe.
She knows what she's doing.
I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it. But I was saying that I was once told by my urchin when he was younger, I do not rock and or roll. I only roll because I'm too big.
Oh, charming.
Awful.
The joys of kids on the spectrum, they are nothing but honest. Okay, Evie, who would you like to follow?
The new guy.
The new guy. Okay. So you end up following him to a photographer's studio under the business name of Hal Partland. And he enters his business and turns the open side around.
Okay. Hal Partland. Do I want to go? Can I go? Yeah, I'll go into his shop. And can I just have a look around and kind of suss out what sort of photography he usually is into?
So I'll get you to do a spot hidden.
So if I roll a 0 and a 40, what is that? Is that 40?
Yep.
Okay. Spot hidden. Ooh. So it's a regular success because I needed 55.
So you get the impression that the front end of the business is trying to look upright, but there's just a few little things around that make you think occasionally he doesn't necessarily do family portraits.
Okay. So
It
suspicious.
feels like, you know how sometimes you go to a car salesman and they feel all right, but then others have that sleazy vibe check? This is the
There's a
latter.
reason I wrote into the chat, tasteful photography for the discerning gentleman.
Okay.
I have a question, but I'm not here.
No, but feel free to give me ideas. Because I don't necessarily want to.
She wants to be a starlet. Is it starlet for photography? Is special glamour pictures?
And when Zoltan and he were having the exchange, Zoltan was like, "Me, don't like you."
He was very don't like you. So he was,
Okay.
do you have the negatives? Is this all of them?
So I could approach it thinking
You could
I
ask
could
him what he
approach it
specialises in.
with. Yeah. So I could ask what he specializes in, wondering whether I be forward and say that Zoltan owes me money and I'm trying to get information on him.
Or
And
Zoltan has
see.
given you the wrong pictures and I would like to exchange them for the correct ones.
Like that.
Ooh, okay. I don't have any pictures on me to swap.
Or I am in those
necessarily.
pictures. And I just wanted to make sure he'd given you the right ones. Because I'm worried that these are pictures of myself.
He's just given the negatives over though.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's probably looked at them so he like would be able to probably recognize if Evie was the person or not, depending on how close up they were.
Just
I love the
button.
fact that your cat has buttons.
Yeah. Someone's come to do a deal with Bonnie.
Bonnie has a
Muppets! Where did that
Faye
come
in
from?
the background.
Okay. What if I was to potentially suggest that my grandmother Sylvia has been hanging around with this Zoltan guy, and I feel like he has nefarious intentions, and I'm hoping that he might have some information that would help me potentially dissuade her from
Yes,
associating with him further.
you're concerned about your inheritance.
Yeah.
Is there a good angle to play on that? I do like that as well.
So I might try that approach in that case, see how that goes, and see if I can get anything more about Zoltan, or what was his name?
Devon McCoy.
Devon McCoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devon McCoy.
It's a totally Hungarian name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you take the approach of I know Zoltan or I know Devon?
Yeah, true.
I think I would
probably
go
drop
with
the Devon.
Does the name
No.
Zoltan mean anything to you?
Mm.
And then if he says no, like, oh, what about a Devon? I'm
Mhm.
just looking into a few people.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will try that then in that case. So I would like to, I'm assuming Hal has a little ding ding bell on his table.
Correct. He has gone
So,
to the back room, so he will come back out when you ring the bell.
I think you'll find it's a little ding-a-ling.
I said dingle, not ding-a-ling.
That's right.
Dingle.
Little dingle.
Just a little dingle.
That's what I meant.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes. I'm actually hoping that you can help me. I am trying to assist my family member. And I was wondering, does the name Zoltan ring any bells for you?
No.
In that case, what about a Devon McCoy? Do you potentially know anyone by that name?
No.
No.
Not Eden.
So,
She's already done a spot.
Yeah. Well, in that case, maybe you aren't very good with names. Potentially faces. The man that you were in the park with.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do know what I'm talking about. I saw you in the park.
Oh, I was in the park, and there could have been an individual on the bench, but
Oh, you regularly exchange manila folders with strangers?
my dear
Just at
lady,
random?
I'm not holding a manila folder. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're not, because you gave it to the person that I'm asking you questions about. Clearly, you're as good as your photography, which is not that good. I was hoping that you may be able to offer me some honest information, potentially help me to help you. I got the sense in the park that potentially you weren't on very good terms with the person that you were exchanging goods with.
Mm-hmm.
I too am not on very good terms with them. Potentially we could help each other.
Ask how much.
Can I slide another? I don't have $10 on me anymore. I blew my load early. What can I do? I can't intimidate him really because I don't have a fin behind me to flex his muscles.
What I will do is I will pause and I will do something very unconventional. And I will say, I will go back to whoever is tailing Ariadne to give someone time. If they throw $10 down on Promethean's star wish, then I will give Evie an automatic success in what she is trying to do.
All right, chat, you know what to do.
Alright.
And I'll
Pull
go
it together if you
across.
have to.
I will go across to the people who are tailing Ariadne.
Oh,
To give
that's
people time.
Eliza.
Is it
That is
illegal for
Eliza.
me to do it?
No,
if you so
do
wish,
it.
donation is a donation.
It's going to Starlight Charities. Go
That's
for
right.
it. And Tiltify's just gone into the chat. Thank you, Pro.
Thank you. I was going to say, is there any little linkies around?
There we go. So Ariadne stays home all day. Frida leaves, heading in the direction of the stores, and you would know that she's going to start shopping for, they're gearing up for another party. So
Yeah.
that's fine. After she leaves, two gentlemen visit the house, parking their cars further down and walking in. The first arrives just before noon and spends about an hour. The second man arrives about half an hour after the first leaves. And I'll get you to roll me a spot hidden.
Okay. Ugh. That is a 50. My spot hidden is 25. That is a fail.
Oh, you don't notice anything.
No, it's real sad. So those two men, sorry, they visit like an hour after each other, you said?
So the first one arrives at noon.
Yep.
Stays for an hour. Half an hour after he leaves, the second one turns up.
Yep.
And you think that she might have ushered him out the back because of when Frida arrives back home. Later in the day, much later, Zoltan arrives home and it's just a normal evening.
Okay. Just trying to think if there's anything particular I want to do. Yeah, I don't think that there's any reason for Eliza to sort of, check how Zoltan's looking. Like she wouldn't know anything about the situation that Evie obviously does. So, yeah, I think they're just going to stay there and observe. And essentially they're really waiting for Evie to come back at this point and the others to reconvene.
Now, did anyone throw money down?
I'm trying to.
Yeah, the link's not working.
Oh, no.
Promethean, give us a better link, please.
It gets you to a page, but there's no. I've tried all manner of spelling your name.
Yes.
Oh no, okay.
Okay.
You have to flick over to campaigns and teams. There you are. Pandu. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Donate
there it
now.
is.
A tenner, you reckon?
I'll do it for a tenner.
Oh, this is so hard. This is not what's that word? Easy.
How do you know if it's gone through?
It'll update really quick.
I'll just trust you. It's fine. So, going back to our wonderful photographer, he's like, well, I don't hold any fondness for Devon, and I've gotten my use out of him. He is a con man. So do be careful with your relative. my dealings with him were that his girlfriend had me do some magazines, some photos for her a few years ago. And I guess she wants them back.
Boudoir shoots.
And who's his girlfriend? Do you know? Do you know their name?
Her name is Ariadne Madden.
Ariadne Madden. Did she have an accent?
Not that I can recall, but I wasn't really paying attention to her voice.
Oh, okay. I see. How long have you known Devon for? Just fairly recently?
No, I've known of Devon for years.
Okay. And you wouldn't have kept any of the negatives or any of the photographs that you took?
No, a deal is a deal. I was paid handsomely to hand them over, and that's what I did. As much as my dealings may be frowned upon by others, I am someone who's true to my word.
Huh.
Okay. Was there anything specific, like in this photo shoot, apart from them, like, not wanting them? Like, what were you gonna do? Sorry, I'm confused. Was the photo shoot a personal affair, which means why would he go through having to get the negatives back from you, or were you planning on using them elsewhere? Like, I don't quite understand the exchange.
As a photographer, I keep the negatives so that if people need photos reprinted, they're here. Her photos, however, were the kind that you would see in a gentleman's magazine. So I presume that she wanted the negatives back.
And you haven't got any, like, slightly funky misprints or anything lying around potentially?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
I am a decent photographer. It's just that there's more money in non-conventional photographic work.
Okay. And they didn't say it was just obviously just because they wanted to make some money potentially, and she's changed her mind. Okay. And there wasn't anything odd in those photos. Like, there was no, when you were taking the photos, you didn't notice any strange marks or like anything on her? No.
I mean, I can't say what she looks like now. It was a few years ago, but
Oh, okay. A few years ago.
there was nothing particularly. She could have had a successful career if she'd continued down that
She
path.
looked
Why
the
would they
same.
come back to you now after several years?
Like I
Like,
said, I
did
guess
you
she
end
just
up publishing?
No. What she did with them was her concern. I just presumed that she wanted the negatives back so no one could find them.
And how many years
Sometimes
ago was
people
that?
regret the discretions of their youth.
Okay, I can accept that. How many years ago was this?
Probably about 3.
3 years ago. Okay. And roughly how old would you say his girlfriend looked?
Yeah. Good question.
Oh, maybe very early 20s or 20-ish.
20-ish. Okay. And you didn't publish or sell on any of those photos for any magazines during
No.
those few years. It's
What
nothing
she-
you didn't.
No. I am very discreet when it comes to those things, and what clients wish to do with their photos is up to them.
Okay.
However,
But you, yep.
I won't say no when people want to pay handsomely to have them returned.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You say Devon has been around for a while and he's a known con man? Or just known to you?
Well, he goes by different names, but Devon is his real one.
Okay. All right. I think, I don't know, away from the table, do you think there's anything else I can get out of this guy? Do you think I've got everything?
I think you've done a pretty good job. I can't think
What
of
was
anything off the.
this? Unless you can, it might just be a curiosity point that we can potentially use against Sultan later is the size of the bribe. If he's willing to share sort of roughly what that is. But that's more for like leverage.
It's actually, yeah. Would you mind sharing how much of a profit selling back negatives to people in turn?
Depends on how desperately they want them.
And how desperately did Devon want the photos?
Very.
$20?
I can't go into all my dealings.
Okay. Can you do me one favor?
You saw the size of the envelope? It had much more than one bill in it.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the time and how much money is a lot of money for that back in
A
that
couple of
period of time.
$100 would be a very large amount of money for a bribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any can you tell me anything about the photos that only people that had seen them would know? Was there a specific detail or a specific pose or something like a prop that was used potentially that I could potentially loosen some lips with?
Not really. I mean, it was very much the standard sort of props that you would see in photos like that, like a fan here, string of pearls there. But and I can't think of any obvious, like there was no birthmarks or anything like that.
Okay. And just so we're 100% clear, this is not lingerie, but in her altogether.
Oh, she was definitely all together.
Okay.
That means
in the altogether.
Yeah, that means no clothes, right? All right. Okay. So naked photos, strings of pearls, early 20s. Okay. Okay. I think that is you have helped me immensely. And I shall keep you in mind should I ever wish to have photos taken for myself. Because you seem like you're quite discreet, so that's always a plus.
That I am.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Hal. I shall be on my way. I think that was all I needed from him. Okay. And I'm off. I'm going back to the bus station, I assume, to return from Boston.
Well, it depends. How much do you like research? Because you have 2 names now.
I do, actually. Am I good at research? I don't think that I am. Library use, 35. I don't know whether it's worth... I don't know whether it's worth looking into it myself or taking it back to the group. Does he sorry, before I go, how you don't happen to know if Devon has a residence in Boston? Like, how did you get in contact with him?
Devon's not the type to own a residence. He's the type to move to wherever he is running one of his schemes.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to know of anyone else that he's conned or anything like that? Like on
Ooh.
the grapevine?
Why? I don't want to do all your work for you, but I'm sure if you check the papers, you'll find out.
Oh, lovely, thank you. Okay. Is there a library in Boston that I could potentially go and look at old newspapers?
You can also go to the Boston Globe, which would have all the newspapers as well.
Ah, I'm off to the Boston Globe.
You're off to the Boston Globe.
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to look up Devon McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
will
Ariadne Maddie.
Madden.
Because that wasn't her last name, was it, that she shared before?
No,
Vargas
Zaga was her. Varga was her last name.
Mm.
Changed it again to Zaga.
Yeah,
Just all the
why not?
names.
Whatever.
All the names.
So give me a library use roll for Devon McCoy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Please. $78.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
no luck.
No. Oh, no, I can't use luck. That's too much.
Oh.
could you just go to the person at the counter and say, could you please search the information?
So
You've got high charm, right?
all that does is give you a slight bonus. That's not how the system works.
Ugh.
Sorry. Do you want to do a search for Ariadne Madden?
Yes, please.
I forgot to close the door and there is now a cat harassing me.
Oh,
Slightly better. Rolled a 19. What was it? Oh, so that's still a regular success.
Okay. So there's not as much there to do with Ariadne Madden. There is no arrests named, but you find that there is a couple of mentions of Sassy, can you please leave me alone? Which will get mentioned a few times this stream. And also that she is listed to be with a childhood home in Boston's South End.
oh.
All right, child. So like a orphanage type place. Boston South End. Okay. Is there an address for the childhood home? The orphanage.
There is.
Can I take down the address?
You certainly
Please.
can.
All right. Okay. I don't suppose is there any way I could try and look again for Devon, but probably given the scores, it's probably not going to be likely. So I think I might just scoot over to the orphanage.
Mm.
You could try a different spelling.
I think I'll leave that. I'll take it back, the information back to our resident librarian. She might have maybe more luck. Oh, I don't. I was gonna say I'll call them, but I don't think there would be at a residence that had a phone.
No, I'm sitting in a
could
car
reach
at the
them.
moment, so sadly, car phones have not been invented yet.
Yeah.
We should have come into this with some kind of idea about, tin cans or a pigeon system.
Is there
Telegrams.
any rogue chimney sweeps that are willing to deliver messages?
Like Mary Poppins style, or just leap from chimney to chimney.
You go down one chimney, pop up at another.
That's right.
Yeah, I think I'll head towards the orphanage then in that case.
So it's not an orphanage, it's just a childhood home.
A childhood home, okay.
And you actually do find that a man with a very thick Boston accent that I will not do because I don't do accents answers the door. And he is very unkempt. It's not exactly a well-off house, and this is an older man who obviously, dirty sleeveless t-shirt, hasn't shaved in days. He's not someone that looks after himself, but he's also not someone who comes from a very good place.
Yeah, well, I would like to have a chat. So hello. You may not remember me. I spent a little bit of time here when I was much younger, and I made friends with a girl called Ariadne Madden. Do you happen to remember her name?
I should. She's my daughter.
Oh no.
Oh, apologies. I'm sorry. For the life of me, I'm terrible at names. What was your name, Mr. Madden?
Dennis Madden.
Lovely, Dennis. It's great to see you again. You don't happen to know where your daughter is at the moment, do you?
I've got nothing good to say about her. Trouble, absolute trouble. Haven't seen her in 5 years. Got 2 other daughters, which are good girls, and she can go to hell for all I care.
Okay. Goodness, she certainly wasn't like that when I knew her.
Well, you mustn't have known her. Well, she would have been really young if she hadn't brought that out yet.
Okay. So you saw her about 5 years ago when she was how old?
Her late teens?
Okay, late teens. Not early 20s?
No.
No. No. I'm just wondering why the rift in the family. What did she
She's
do?
nothing but trouble.
How so?
I told you I don't want to talk about her. Like I said, she can bugger off.
Well, I mean, the the Lord does tell us to forgive people, and I just want to make sure that that a friend of mine is right with is right with God. So if I can bring some peace to you, and have some understanding of what caused this rift, and it would be my dearest dream to bring you back together and to heal the rift that separated your wonderful family.
It might be your dearest dream, but it's probably my worst nightmare if she comes back.
Why? I don't understand. I get along so well with my father. I don't understand what would make a father turn on his daughter like that. What did she do?
Maybe you should ask her. And he'll just close the door.
Bugger. God, Dennis. Get over yourself. All right, I'll leave again then with the information that she is not at all Hungarian, and Oh, Dennis, where is your wife in all of this, Dennis?
You saw no evidence of a wife, and given how
No.
unkempt he is, there probably isn't a woman in the house.
But is she dead and Hungarian?
He's closed the door.
Damn it, Dennis. Can I go back and bribe him with some Boston cream pies?
Ah,
Yes.
I mean, one of the things to remember is if he hasn't seen her in 5 years,
Yeah.
the photos were taken 3 years ago, probably has no idea what she's been up to in that time.
Yeah.
So I guess
Okay.
it depends on what it is you're hoping to learn.
I just wanted to check if her mum was at all Hungarian. Because then that would lead us to believe that she's lying when she's asking people to contact her dead Hungarian mother.
I would say, given she's connected with a con man that's from Boston.
It's all lies. It's all lies. I'm going to go home secure in the knowledge that she doesn't have a dead Hungarian mother, and she is in fact a con woman.
On the balance of probabilities, that is probably correct.
All right, I'm going to go home triumphant in that knowledge then. So I'll
Okay.
head towards the bus station.
Back to our widow chasers. So you go to visit this lovely widow who I have to scroll up to remember the name of.
Sylvia.
Yep, Sylvia Addison. And
No.
I presume you arrive at a very well-off house, very uptown neighborhood. You know, if he was going to be conning people, this is definitely the sort of demographic he would be going for. But you don't know that yet. You don't know that his real name is Devon McCoy.
Nope.
So you arrive at this house during the day. And what would you like to do?
Wait, what's his real name again?
You don't know.
No,
Zoltan.
Zoltan.
You think it's
Zoltan.
Zoltan?
Yeah. His
Yeah,
real
that's what
fake
she's saying.
name.
You don't know.
Sorry, the name that we know him as. Zoltan.
Oh, sorry.
Zoltan.
Yeah, Zoltan Vargas.
Do you want to go good cop, bad cop?
What are we doing?
I don't know. We're going to talk to Sylvia and kind of figure out what her connection to Zoltan is.
And how much money he's
like,
scamming out of her.
Yeah, what
Comes
is
from your subconscious.
why is Zoltan staying the night? What is going on? What is her connection with Zoltan? And what has he been telling her? She wasn't at the party, was she?
No.
No. Far too far away from that. So yeah, what is
Okay, so what do we suspect? That the two of them are working together?
Ariadne and Zoltan? Or Sylvia and Zoltan?
Sylvia and Zoltan?
I'm suspecting that much like how Ariadne was trying to use Eugene, that maybe Zoltan is trying to use Sylvia to get some money, maybe.
Okay, so Sylvia would. Okay, all right.
Maybe he's told her that he's in some kind of trouble, and he's like maybe going that approach. Like, find out what approach he's using with her, and if we can tie it back to whatever he's doing with Ariadne. For whatever
Widow
reason.
chasers. How do we approach her at the door then? Who are we?
Local investigators. We've heard reports of, you know, scam artists in the area, hot singles are in the area,
And we can just give off a few names. Dennis McCleary, Zoltan Wagner. These are names.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
heard of any of these names?
You don't
So-
know the Devon McCoy one.
No. Just a random name.
Oh, okay.
Dennis McCleary.
Yeah, there's a
What was the other guy?
there's a group.
Devin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you up to some of the names of like some of the other people we know? Because
No,
I've got
we're just
them written
gonna
down.
come up with random names. I think that's a goer. And if she
Yeah.
picks one out that she goes, oh, actually, yes. So we look for raised eyebrows and
Mhm.
who's knocking on the door? Are we
Well,
being a
you could try
good cop,
this.
bad cop?
You
I'll
could try
give
the
it
name
the
of the
good old
spiritualist.
like doof, 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 big old
You got
big
cop
knock. Yeah,
How
the
do
cop
we-
knock. Yes.
Sorry, you could try being a spiritualist.
No, you could try throwing out the name of the spiritualist. There's also the name
Oh,
of the
yes,
pianist
yes.
as well. Eric Lindquist.
Yeah, like
Lindquist?
Francis Morgan randomly from the archaeology
Lupkett, sorry.
department. Maybe.
Yeah. There's a few names that we know that are sort of connected around Zoltan that you could throw out if you want to tackle that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you knocking?
He's already knocked.
He's knocked.
Cop knock.
No
She's
one's answered.
she's taken a while to get to the door. I've knocked a second
Yeah.
time.
And you'll hear this voice that, while it is elderly, it does not really sound infirm, and it'll be like, just a minute. And then she'll come and answer the door. And she does look like a 65-year-old woman, but surprisingly sprite.
Sprite.
Okay. Sorry to bother you. We're just my name is Finn. This is Bonnie. We're just we're in the area with heard some disturbing stories, rumors about some scam groups kind of going around, and we're just making sure that people are aware. Bonnie, I think you got a list of names just to keep an eye out for.
Yes. Names. I'll just get that list. Some of the people we were really looking into were Eric Luthgard. No, nothing. A man by the name of Mr. Gerthard. First name unknown.
No.
Zoltan Wagner.
Varga. Yeah,
Oh, yes, Varga. Yes, I read it wrong.
Yes, but he's not connected with any scam. I think someone has misinformed you. Like, are you with the police?
We are indeed. Perhaps we could
Perhaps
have a little chat about this. Do you want to invite us in for a little cup?
I can invite you in. But I mean, perhaps someone's just provided his name as part of a scam because they have an issue with his nationality.
It's the thing. I don't want you to feel bad, but a lot of the times, it honestly is the people you don't expect. And but if we can come inside and talk to you a wee bit more about it, maybe we can fill you in on some of the details that we have. And because it is a bit much to just talk about here at the door.
And she'll invite you in, but it is into basically the first sitting room. It's not into an intimate area of the house or anything like that.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a lovely home you have here. Hey, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about yourself before we tell you what we know.
Well, I mean, you've come here talking about scams, so I'm a little bit hesitant to provide you with information about myself.
And that is absolutely fine. We understand that. From what we know, or what we believe, because we don't know much, is that these people that we have been following have been, we believe that they have been taking advantage of those who have more money and using them to boost their own bank accounts, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't think acquiring money for effectively a legal defense fund to regain your land is taking advantage. He's been upfront as to what the purpose of the money is.
May I ask, have you donated to him?
Oh, a couple of smaller sums. I mean, he's coming back Saturday to obtain more money, but it is for a legitimate legal defense fund so that they can return to Hungary.
Yeah, I just about that. Yeah, I mean, it often, and again, small amounts here, small amount there, a web of people, small amount. It adds up.
Look, I'm sorry, young man, but I've spent an awful lot of time with him.
How did you meet?
Through one of my friends plays bridge with him.
Oh,
So I guess it was friend of a friend. And then, I mean, he comes around once a week and we spend several hours together having dinner and talking, and the kind of company one doesn't receive at my age that often.
and look, you have every right to spend your money how you see fit. But what kind of things has he been saying to you? That he has to gather his land back? Has he mentioned any other family members stuck here with him?
Well, I know his niece is here, and he tells me stories about his grandfather and different things from Hungary.
So, has he ever told you where exactly in Hungary he's from? Like what land he's trying to get, or maybe the name of his legal representative?
Well, I'm sure he would tell me if I'd asked, but I mean, I wouldn't. He could tell me what his lands were in Hungary, and I would have the foggiest as to what that actually means.
Right. I see.
I mean, I
Right.
do hate to tell you, but women of my age didn't really get a full education, so geography is a little bit beyond me.
Have you ever given him any information about how much your fortune is?
No.
Who is the person you play cards with who introduced you?
All the way back to the start for the couples that you were playing bridge with. And it is one of those couples that I can't remember the name of offhand.
Oh, yes, Mr. Offhand.
Yes, Mr. Offhand.
We know them well.
Yes. Insert, because remember how when you were at the party, you had the females that were at the table?
Of course, of course.
Who definitively wanted Mr. Varga to play bridge with them, and they'd talked about playing bridge with him regularly.
Yes, yes, we do, we do. So have you been to these parties before?
No, that's for young people.
Oh, you've never been invited though?
I've never asked to be invited.
We got one.
Well, you're a lot younger than me, dear lad.
But we're also not very well acquainted.
Yes, but it's not the sort of thing a woman of my age would be going to.
There was a fair few that were quite a wee bit older than me too. Men that would have been your age that maybe could have given you some attention too.
Oh.
Right, what are other
loved
kinds of
my late husband. I'm not looking for a replacement.
Oh, how may I ask how long you've been widowed for?
Oh, about 10 years now.
I see. It's a stunning house.
It really is.
Yes.
I do my best to maintain it.
I mean, what is this flooring? Yeah, I mean this pattern is incredible.
I honestly do not know the particulars of the flooring.
I think we're running out of questions. What other questions could we potentially ask?
Now, just to be frank with you, has there anything that Mr. Vaga has specifically mentioned that he's in desperate need of money for in maybe the coming week? Maybe not a legal defense, but a sudden urgency in him asking for funds?
I mean, it's a slightly larger amount of funds that he's collecting, but not urgent.
Yeah, and is there any mention of what that might be used for?
Again, it's for the legal defense.
Okay.
He's
How much are
getting,
they saying they're collecting?
well, I'm not sure of the total that they're collecting from people for the defense.
But from just yourself, this larger than usual. And I know it's talking money can be a bit uncomfortable, but
Give me a fast talk.
let it be good, please.
Right.
Does a 96 work by any?
No,
Oh no.
no.
Why don't we just brawl it? No.
I
Fine. It's fine.
mean, I've got a high roll. All right.
Um, dear man, there's not much more detail that I'll be giving you. Like I said, I cannot be certain that you are not in fact the scammers.
No, we haven't asked you for any money. So there you
No,
go.
but you're asking me about the size of my inheritance.
You're right.
I'm giving.
Ultimately, we don't care. We just wanted to know if that is something that Zoltan. We wanted to understand Zoltan more, and
And he's
But
been
your
around this
friend has
area.
asked me how much I'm giving him this weekend. So you have actually asked about the size of my
Yeah.
fortune.
yeah. Well, it's all part of our investigation. We need to know how much he's swindling out of the folks around here.
So these parties, they tends to be pretty well connected people that he invites to them as well.
Well,
Kind of butter them
mean,
up.
nobility tends to attract the more well-off, don't they?
See, that's the thing. We're not entirely sure that the Sultan and these lands in Hungary are exactly who they say they are. They're maybe a bit nefarious, really. So we're just trying to find out how big is this web of lies.
Maybe you should go and research that, son.
That's part of the reason that we're here, really. You're
But as
part of
I
our
said-
research.
As I said, I will not be giving you more information.
We've hit a dead end. When is the next time?
It's called a
Zoltan will come.
96. That's what the dead end is.
What is it? The fall of 96.
Because it's not
9 miles out, 6 feet deep.
yeah, it's a bad roll. It's not just a fail, it's a bad roll.
Yeah. I'll just start digging my hole now. It's fine. I'll go sulk in the car.
Now, there's no reason for you to tell Mr. Zoltan that we were here.
I may not.
Oh.
But I could easily tell you I'm not going to and then go and tell him anyway. You
Right.
won't know.
Well, we'll just have to speak to Mr. Zoltan ourselves. All right.
Now, have you finished maligning my friends?
Have we?
I mean, I don't
We
think
should
we're
search
really
her bins. I think we're done.
Yeah, unfortunately, rolling a 96. Yeah, I don't think there's much more I could do.
No. Okay, so because I'm aware of time and those sorts of things, we will end there with you. We will have everyone meet up again, briefly discuss your information, and then next session, we will go into the Friday, the day of the next Bacchanalia.
Ben just got a bit arsey because he got a bit annoyed. Come on, you're saying that he's giving you all this attention and women your age don't get attention. He's giving you what you want. Of course, you're giving him money. Come on.
Yeah, but you rolled a 96, my guy.
I know.
He's just gone about it in the most unflattering way
Yeah.
possible. Be
Yeah.
like,
Just like, come see all the
But
other
you're
men instead of this
old.
one.
oh
You're
God.
old. How could anyone ever want you?
Exactly.
You need to go to a party to find men who are interested in you.
There's a reason
Wow.
Finn's charm is the literal minimum it can be on his character
Yeah.
sheet.
Default. So, I presume that when you all meet up, Evie shares her findings with the group about
Oh,
Dev
yes.
McCoy and
Yes.
Ariadne Madden.
Yes.
Yes.
100%. So I share everything. The sus photographer, the fact that he was photographing her in her all together, and this was years ago, and
Which
now
you
they
also
don't-
point out that it means that it's naked because
Yeah,
you've
that
determined
means
that.
that means they're naked,
All together, naked, okay.
and it was like 3 years ago. And then I will also share that they obviously wanted the photos back. So Zoltan, who is actually Devon McCoy, bah, 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 and his girlfriend Ariadne Madden are not who they're saying they are. And I met Ariadne's dad, who is definitively not Hungarian, and I saw no sign of a mother. But I would hazard a guess that she is also not Hungarian, but still could be dead.
I knew he wasn't who he was saying he was.
Shock, horror.
Yes, indeed. And that's just about learning about the altogether.
You know, you know what? I should. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You didn't happen to get the photos, did you?
Finn's just. Yeah.
I sadly wasn't able to get any of the photos to prove it, but we do know that they were taken 3 years ago, and she looked roughly in her early 20s ish. And her dad hasn't spoken to her in the last 5 years. But Eliza, I was hoping potentially you might be able to find some information through some of your contacts in the literary world, because I went to the Boston Globe, but I'm not very good at reading. And so I wasn't able to find any information, but the photographer did mention that potentially there might be something in like local press that could give us some more information about previous
If it made the big headlines, we should
Things?
be able to find something even through the local libraries here. But if need be, I can go to Boston myself if there's time.
So that's
yes.
I think that's a quick download of everything. So it was rather productive.
Mm,
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Ours was also productive.
I just annoyed somebody.
Look, best $69 I've ever spent.
Bonnie, did you happen to go through her bins upon leaving?
I did. Quick. Can I do a quick roll? Can we backtrack on that? No.
No.
Did look at her bins.
So on the presumption that you share the knowledge to do with the widow giving sums of money, what I will do as the last thing is, given Eliza does have a key to the library, allow you to go and search for Devon McCoy. And I will get you to give me a library use roll.
Oh, shit. That was a crap one. That is... Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to spend the...
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to spend the luck points. I'm just going to spend 9 luck points to get it to what I need.
Yes. So Eliza's over your shoulder going, no, it's not. It's not
It's not that
A-N, it's
spelling.
I-N.
And it takes a few goes to get it right, but eventually we get there.
Mm-hmm. And so you get there, and so you find a really interesting piece of information about Mr. Devon McCoy and his history, which has in fact made the papers. And you'll find out what that is next session.
Ah.
God.
Damn it. When is our next session?
That's a very good question.
That's a mystery as well that only the audience can solve.
But I mean, whatever he did made the papers. Gotta be juicy information.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Okay. So now we're exiting the game. I would like everyone again to tell us who you are, where we can find you, and a favorite moment from the game.
Oh.
I'm going to vote Katrina goes first.
Okay. A favorite moment from the game was being stuck in a situation where we absolutely knew the information but couldn't ask the questions. That was naughty. You messed with us. And I appreciate that, but also yeah.
Isn't it frustrating when I do that first, and so but you can't say?
Did you
Mm.
roll to see who
Is-
would go first?
The metagame test.
That was good. Can I talk about something that's happening for me in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, that's what you meant to do.
So this weekend, if you're in Ballarat, I am running a market at the Ballarat Mechanics Institute, and I need people to turn up and buy stuff for Christmas. It's been a bit of a shit show. Just the way it's been managed. Not my half, but the rest of it. With our website going down twice in 2 weeks and us losing all of our expression of interest forms. What a nightmare. Anyway, and then next week, so that is this Sunday, the 7th, and then on Friday the 12th, is it Friday the 12th? So I am then running a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's right. Friday, I'm doing my last tour by Lantern Light of the Ballarat Mechanics Institute, and I need bums on seats. Please turn up. Come and see a tour. That'd be great.
If I didn't live at the opposite end of the country, I probably would.
All good. You could just come on a tour.
Yep.
Yep.
I get you to just hold a phone up with my face so that I can walk around.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. So tempting just to throw the whole group off. Who would you
But
like
we have some wonderful things in the basement which are very much along the topic of what we're doing right now. We have something in the basement called a witch mark. And yeah, they're all over the basement. These are things that the Victorians mark their walls with in order to keep the evil spirits away. So we've got a whole bunch of those.
Who would you like to throw under the bus?
Pickles.
Yeah, I mean, look, to be fair, I did that to you, so why not? Hi, everyone. I'm Pickles. My favorite moment from tonight. Oh God, I think finally it was the proof of getting the proof of all of the things that we've been gearing up for. There was that vindication, but also then there was just Cass interrogating the photographer, and the 2 great clips I got from that as well. So I had to. But otherwise, yes, you can find me here occasionally doing other streams in other places. But also feel free to come follow me on Instagram and occasionally see the things that I draw, paint, and mostly, to be fair, photography of my cats. But they're real cute, so go ahead. Yeah, and I'm going to throw over to Eddie.
Hello, I have been Andy, playing Svinley Robertson. Made some terrible rolls. It was foretold with the rolls in tech time. I did say I was rolling terribly. I rolled a 100 before the show started. I rolled a 96 in the show. It was on the cards. You can find me here playing Finn, obviously, or you can find me on Twitch or around different parts of the internet when I have time outside of work and being a dad, all that fun stuff. Playing Claire Obscure, loving it, having a great time. My favorite time of tonight, I honestly, Evie firing shots was up there, but I lost it. I just want to be sure that my friend has found God. Have you let Jesus into your heart? Like that, yeah, that sells it for me. And with that, I shall throw it over to Evie. Oh, Cass. Oh, Shadow Me.
Thank you. It's the only reason I could think to turn up unexpectedly at someone's door, to be fair. Hi, I'm Shadowmere or Cass. I was playing Evie Ward. My favorite moment, I think, apart from harassing a photographer, I quite enjoyed Finn not so delicately telling a 65-year-old that she's stupid and too old to be the object of someone's attention in a not so delicate way. So I think that was probably a really good.
I really liked that our high charisma characters are just not very good at it sometimes. It's real fun. I really like it.
That was my favorite. I will be on Meeples and Dragons on Saturday in the Radiant Shadows campaign, playing Galavad Deedle, who is a satyr barbarian, and he's a lot of fun. And a bit of a...
He's a bit of a flirt too.
Well, look, he's canonically a hot dude, so come check it out.
Can confirm. Canonically hot.
Does he have pictures of the all together too? Is that on the table?
If there's any pictures, he's in all of them.
Every fireman's calendar that exists in the world of
every month, he's in it.
I'm Talaris79. I have been the lore keeper for this evening. You can see me again tomorrow on Echoes of Divinity on Hexes and Vexes. And otherwise, you can also see me on Jenna Daggers playing Pangs and Fangs, which is a Curse of Strahd campaign with also canonically hot party, because independently we all made high charisma characters.
Yeah, you did.
It was, yeah, we did. We actually did. Yeah. So feel free to come and watch that. It will be starting again soon. And next year, I'll also be popping up in heaps of places as well. So stay tuned for that. Announced closer to when I'll actually be popping up in those places. We're going to be raiding out to L&L covers this evening. Feel free to spam with emotes, but also repeatedly call him Lionel.
Yes. For reasons.
For reasons that he will understand. And it's
and
okay.
Appreciate.
And now we have to like wave at the camera until our producer hits the "we're gone" button.
Assuming my mic is actually working, who donated to the thing. That's really cute of you all. Everyone keep waving. Say goodbye. Good job. Good job.
Until it's awkward. Bye.
How long do you think I can keep on doing this until
we start going?
I wasn't asking
like
you, I
this.
was asking chat. You just keep smiling and waving.
I'm in the chat. It's fine. I'm smiling. I'm just also giving you the finger.
But you can't type a response because you've got to keep waving.
I couldn't do it one-handed. I'm talented. It'll just take me a while.
Yay!
And we're out.
Ready, ready, ready.